Hi everyone and welcome back to another Dementia Education video. I hope everybody's doing okay and keeping well. So if you are new here, I have been on the dementia journey for over 8 years with my beautiful nan, Dorothy Jean. We have had such a whirlwind of a journey, very up, very down. It is very much like the waves, and I feel like I've learned so much from the 8 years of time that we've been on this journey together that I feel like it would only be right to share it with the world and my little space on the internet. So I thought I would share today the 5 things that dementia has taught me. Before dementia, love to me was a hug, a kiss, a birthday card that said love you, a love you at the end of the phone call. But now I feel like love can look so differently. And although they may not recognize us anymore, the love is still there through that feeling. Love just looks a little bit differently now. Love to me is when my nan squeezes my hand tightly. Love is when my nan wants to hold my hair. Love is the look in her eyes when I greet her each day. And love is all of those things, even though she doesn't recognize me anymore or know who I am in her life. And I think that's one of the most important things that I've learned on this journey, is that love doesn't have to be remembered. It's about being present. It's about making your loved one feel safe, validated, and heard. Number 2 would be patience. I definitely feel like your patience is tested with dementia on a dementia journey for sure. You can answer the same question over and over and over again within the same space of 3-4 minutes. And it's learning about patience isn't just about slowing down and being quiet and listening. Patience is truly about letting go of any expectations and just being present in the dementia world. To me now, patience means living in my nan's dementia bubble of reality. Every day we are living in my nan's version of reality, even though it doesn't make any sense to us. Patience to me now is about being okay with silence. It's about being okay with meeting somebody where they are and not where we want them to be. Number 3 would be that time isn't linear at all. It is emotional, and time is so damn precious. And I definitely have learnt that over and over again on this journey, how precious life can be. Now, for my nan on her dementia journey, time doesn't unfold like a storybook. It can loop, it can skip, it can repeat, and it can fold in on itself. There are some days on my nan's dementia journey where she generally thinks that she's the age of 5 years old. There are some days where a song can throw her back to being in her teenage years. Some days we're on a train, we're on a bus, we're on a plane. It is just all over the place. And although we are reliving all of those past memories, sometimes she can't even remember the present moment and what's happening right now. And she forgets that she's eating her breakfast as we're literally feeding it to her at the same time. But that in itself has taught me that dementia does not have to look like a perfect timeline. It does not have to unfold like a storybook usually would. And it has really taught me that memories are not always in order, and that's okay. We just go through the emotions of it in that present moment, and we learn to ground ourselves to that present moment and just be in their dementia reality. Anything from a smell, a voice, a word, a texture, a taste can throw that individual right back into a past memory. It can take them out of this present moment and throw them right back into their reality again. And it's about learning to not keep pulling them back into our reality, because there comes a point where you physically can't anymore and you have to jump into their reality and be present there. And you know what? It is so heartbreaking. Like, there are so many times where I wish I could tell my nan about all the things that I'm living in my life right now and what's happening in my life and pull her back into my reality. But the thing is, time doesn't unfold like that for her anymore. And it's about learning to be okay with that. Number 4 is that joy can look so differently now on this dementia journey. Joy can happen in the most smallest, mundane moments of everyday life, but that is so precious to us now. With dementia, joy can be very fleeting. You can share a laugh with them at that time, and then 2 moments later, they've forgotten about it all. But the biggest thing here that I have learned is that it doesn't matter whether they remember it or forget it, because in that small moment, you watch them have a joyful time, and we lived in that moment with them. Since I've been on this dementia journey, it's really taught me to hold on to every small moment of joy where it comes. So I always try and find that small moment of joy in every single day now. And some days it can be really, really difficult to find that small moment of joy. But that small moment of joy doesn't have to be something obvious like a smile, a laugh, a memory that you've remembered together. It can be the fact that your loved one has eaten their dinner today, or they drunk their drink because usually they wouldn't. But the biggest thing is that that moment happened. It doesn't matter if it's forgotten about 2 moments later, it's that it happened. In that moment, they felt joy, they felt safe, they felt loved, they felt validated, and they felt heard. And that is the most important thing. And even if that memory disappears from their mind, it doesn't disappear from ours. And I think that is something to hold on to. And I think overall here, dementia has really taught me to live and be in the present moment at all times, because every single small moment is enough and it is so precious. Number 5, which is crazy to think of, is that grief and love walk on the same path, for sure, on this dementia journey. One of the hardest parts of loving someone with dementia is that you grieve them slowly while they are still physically here. You lose little pieces at a time: words, memories, spark, personality, love. It all just disappears. Some days it comes back in little moments, but mainly you grieve it over and over and over again. But even as we lose those little pieces, we can learn to love harder in those moments. We can still show up, we can still care, we can still love, and we can still create memories in those moments. But out of all of this, dementia has definitely taught me that love and grief are not opposites. They actually walk side by side. But we grieve because we love so deeply, and I think that is definitely something that is so precious and special. But I believe there is a raw kind of beauty in all of that, in loving someone not because of what they remember about us in the world, but because of who they are in this exact moment. Dementia has definitely taken so much from our family, from my nan, and from our life that we live. But what it hasn't taken away is the love and care that I have for my nan and my family. That will always remain, but it will just look a little bit differently now, and that's okay, because I've learned to accept that and understand that. And overall, I think it has given me a deeper understanding of the heart and the way life works, to be able to love without condition, to be patient without a reward, and that time is measured not in minutes, but actually through precious moments. But that is everything on this video. Those are all the things that dementia has taught me. Of course, there are a ton of other things that dementia has definitely taught me, but those are my top 5 things that I'd love to share with everybody out here on my little space on the internet. So I really hope you have enjoyed it. If there are any other dementia education questions that you may have, or any other videos that you'd like me to cover on this channel, please do let me know in the comments down below, because I would really love to hear them. And if you can think of anything else that dementia has taught you, please do let me know in the comments down below, because I would love to read those, and maybe do another separate video on some of your comments as well, and maybe share them across. But yeah, thank you as always for being here. Thank you so much for your love, kindness and support. If you are new here and you are interested in the dementia journey with my nan, or dementia education videos, because I know that in my earlier stages of this dementia journey, I wish I'd have found this kind of place on the internet that I could have listened to and understood dementia better, please do consider subscribing. It would mean so much to our channel, and it really does push it to gaining the best awareness of dementia as possible. So thank you as always, guys. Take care. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.